The old coot here coming at you with another exciting video. Okay, FlyingJoy. If you saw the video literally just prior to this one, I was talking about basically how it looks, the assembly, all that good stuff. Pretty simple, pretty easy to put together. That's the box that it came in. You do get a lot of packaging material, bubble wrap, that kind of stuff. But basically it's the main unit, right, which is the main unit, is folded. And then what you have to do is just attach the 4 wheels and attach the 2 handles. Pretty simple. It's basically push and click. So as you push, let's say the top handle in, this little button right here, you just push it to get past here. And then once it goes into the first hole, it'll click. And it is adjustable. You've got, I would say this is around like 6 to 7 inches of adjustability. And the same with the legs. Once you put the leg in and you get past that first hump, that first little shelf right there, once you get it in, you've got, again, another, give or take, around 4 or 5 inches of adjustability or so. So at the highest height, the seat was 24 inches. And then at the lowest low, this is, I believe, like 20 inches or so. So maybe, let's say total, you have around 4 inches of adjustability in the seat height itself. Remember, this is the heavy duty one. I'm 360 pounds. If you saw that previous video, you saw that this fit me just perfectly, like comfortable. I didn't feel any, any pressure points or anything. The seat's got some nice cushioning to it. By the way, here's the instruction manual. Let me show you this so I can just have 2 free hands again. But here's the heavy duty aluminum rollator. There's your instruction guide. You kind of see what's going on in there. And then it kind of shows you the parts, right, which are all very clearly marked. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. You kind of get the idea. Then it shows you how it arrives out of the box, right, once you take all the packaging off. And I'll show you really quick how to, do all that. There's the seat, so you can lift this up, keep some snacks in there, because who doesn't love going for a walk and not having any snacks, right? I mean, I'm just saying. So anyways, there's a little pocket up here that you can put this into, right, which I probably will do now. So there you go. So that fits in there pretty comfortable. You can also put some important documents in there, whatever you need. It's a pretty thin pocket here, but down here is where you really have a lot of room. I would say, give or take, just ballpark measuring this, I would say you have around 14 inches this way. You have something like 12 inches this way, and then it's pretty deep. I would say maybe like 7 to 8 inches deep. And then you do have a little protector here, which kind of helps to protect the bottom. So this material, this nylon material, it doesn't get like damaged prematurely or whatever. But basically close the seat and you're good to go. Okay, so further assembly. So to get the back part on, what you do is it's kind of like a tongue and groove type system where this seat part will click into the frame right here, and then basically just turn this lever to lock it. So pretty simple. And then all of your adjustments are basically just push, right? Push your handle in, and then you'll hear that click that lets you know that it's solid and it's in place. There are many different models. This one, remember, is the heavy duty one. I'll put a link down below in the description to kind of show everybody what's available from this company. Great little company, by the way. I would say for the highest quality and the lowest price, this would be like a good best bang for the buck. A lot of times insurance companies don't cover these. I know from personal experience, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the insurance companies, if you do have insurance, will send you an inferior product. They'll basically send you something that's maybe made out of a really cheap steel that is heavy and not as durable. In this case, you're getting like aluminum, but it's also engineered. See how it's shaped like an oval? And the reason why it's shaped like an oval is just for structural integrity, to be stronger. So it's lighter, it's stronger, easier to maneuver. And you don't know, you probably do know, if you are in a situation where you have to use one of these, every ounce counts. This one happens to weigh somewhere in the ballpark of around 23 pounds or so, which isn't bad. 23 pounds, considering the fact that, if you are a larger individual, like I said, this will hold up to 450 pounds. It'll probably, I'm 360 pounds and I'm around 6 feet tall. So this fit me just fine. Even at the lowest setting, it's comfortable, like at the lowest seat height setting. But even at the tallest seat height setting, it just felt like I was sitting in a high chair. So depending on how tall or short you are, how heavy you are or light you are, you kind of get the idea. But easy to maneuver. And then one tip I'll tell everybody is a lot of times people don't know how to use these hand brakes, and they're very important. What you basically do is, here, let me show you this way. What you basically do is you want to grab the handbrake from this inside part, not down here. A lot of people try to grab it from down here, and it's just a hard reach. It's a long reach. But if you grab it from the inside right here, it's a little easier to grab onto. So and the reason why it's shaped like this, you're wondering, like, it might be confusing or whatever. The reason why it's shaped like this is just for structural integrity. It's just designed to give this a little bit of structure so that when you get in here, it'll last a long time. So there you go. So then basically to move it around, your back wheels are fixed, right? They're not going to move, or they're not going to twist, I should say. But the front wheels are the ones that are doing all the moving. So if you want to move around, you kind of just, even with one hand, try to do it from the front. See how the wheels turn there? So if I do this, so as you're moving along and you're walking, steer with the front, and then see how easy that is. And a lot of times if you're static, like if you're just staying in one place and you try to turn this, it may not turn right away. So just push it forwards or backwards, right? If you come backwards and then you turn, it's a little bit easier to turn. And the same like here, like if I was forward and then I just try to like turn left, it might not go right away. But if you push forward and then turn, right now it's easier to turn. See that? Pretty simple. Okay, wheels are well constructed. I do like the wheels. I like the fact that there's reflectors on the sides. You know, I'm laughing, but you might be walking at night and you want any kind of visibility. See those red reflectors down there? Very good at, let's see if I can turn the flash on. There you go. See how that highlights right there? So this is with the light off. This is with the light on. But see, now you've got just a little bit more visibility there, especially at nighttime. So that reflective material is really nice. I do like that. Brakes are nice. The cables are all secure. They do come pre-adjusted. And then something that I missed in the first video that I did, the video just before this one, was in terms of the cables and cable management, you do get 2 hook and loop Velcro straps, whatever you want to call them, to basically secure the cable so that the cable's not flopping all around for the brakes, right? So from the brake coming down, you do get this little Velcro thing so that you can kind of secure the cable so it's not moving on you. So that's kind of nice. But anyways, I can't say enough good things about this. I could probably do 100 videos like this, but when you ultimately get yours and put it together, assembly's fairly easy. Like, just have someone help you, have a neighbor help you. If you have a caregiver, have them help you, or whatever the case may be. But everything's marked. If you remember that instruction manual, everything is marked, so you'll see numbers, right? So this is 2, this is 1, and then the legs are also marked as well, so you know which holes to put the legs in, whether it's the front leg or the back leg. If you just want to see it from the side for instructional purposes, so kind of know what goes where and how and this and that. The seat, there's the seat again, lifted up from the side. It does come all the way up, I believe. Yeah, there you go. It does come all the way up. So then you can go ahead and close it. There you go. Very nice squishy padding right here. It's comfortable. I have to say it's pretty comfortable. So your comfort is important. Also, this backrest. One thing that I like about this is that this feels like a good sturdy nylon. And then inside of it, I believe there's like a thick, kind of like the 1 gallon milk jug plastic. The plastic that's in there to kind of give it structure and like a little bit of a shape. And then also it's perforated, right? Let's see if I can do this. See how it's perforated? Basically breathability, so that you don't sweat, or if you do sweat, at least your sweat's being absorbed and evaporated quicker. So it kind of keeps you cool. So comfort. That's the name of the game. And this plastic, I like it. This is like that good ABS plastic. I can tell it's a better type of plastic. It's thick. It feels durable. It feels like it's going to last a long time. The grips, the handles, you do get these little indentations here. So when your hand goes on there, you have like a place for like your fingers so that you feel like you're getting a better grip. Also, ergonomic handle design. These are kind of like the grips they use on some bicycles, ironically, but it's all designed to be comfortable for your hands. And this is a little textured. It's also a little softer. So the rubber, like, I feel like it's gonna, like, my hand has a solid place here to hang on to, like a good grip. And like I said, I believe if you check the link down below in the description, some of the other models will have similar features, if not the same exact features. So whether you're a tall individual, a short individual, a heavy individual, or a skinny individual, or everything in between, I'm sure that FlyingJoy has a model for you that's definitely going to fit, like, you're obviously your size, and you get the idea. But overall, I'm very, very pleased for having, you know, some mobility issues. This is definitely a game changer, and being able to just sit down when I need to go into the park, you know, that kind of vibe. And if you're, you know, a person with special needs, if you're someone who, you know, just needs that kind of help in your life, it's definitely worth it. And like I said, a lot of times insurance companies don't give you the same quality chair that you're getting here, which is, you know, it's a shame, but you may have to go out of pocket. But at least you know that if you do go out of pocket, this particular chair, in my opinion, highest quality at the lowest possible price, the best bang for the buck. So I feel like you're getting your money's worth. I feel like there's value here, and that, you know, you're definitely getting what you paid for. The wheels, like I said, very easy to maneuver, like especially this one. Remember, the rear wheels are in a fixed position, meaning they don't turn. But the front wheels, you've got a lot of like spinning abilities. I mean, I could do like literally circles if I had to here. You know, hey, you want to hit the dance floor? Just saying, you know, you're at one of those facilities. Parents, you know, have your kids look into these. Obviously, when I say kids, I'm talking like if you're an elderly parent, you know, and your kids are like 50 or 60, you know, anyways, you kind of get the idea. But definitely something to think about, you know, if you want to, like, you know, tear up the floor and do some like dancing or whatever the case may be. By the way, speaking of floors, I feel like the rubber that's on these tires is very floor friendly. Like, I don't think, you know, they're like a squishy, they're like a, literally like I can squish. They're a squishy kind of foam. So I feel like I'm not going to rip up the floor, whether you have tile or carpet or wood floors or whatever the case may be. I feel like, you know, you're going to be in a situation where this thing is going to be easy on whatever flooring you have. Out on the asphalt, the cement, at the park, on the dirt, whatever, like you name it. Oh, big thing I need to mention is I love the size of the tire. The bigger the tires, the smoother the ride is going to be. Right? So as you're walking with this, the bigger the tires, the easier it is to get over those bumps in the road. Like, especially if you are outside, you know, you're crossing a crosswalk, whatever. There's potholes, there's divots, there's cracks in the sidewalk. I haven't seen a sidewalk that has been completely level since I was a child. But I'm just saying, if there was a crack in the sidewalk, at least you know that the bigger tires are going to roll over everything a little bit easier. Very, very last thing I'll tell you, this is kind of like a safety tip, is when you're going upstairs, if that's your situation where you need to go upstairs, what I like to do is just lock the brake, right? And then just rock it back and forth. So you do a rocking motion, go up to the step, and then do the same thing on the other side. It kind of looks like that, right, as it goes. There's my dirty laundry, by the way. I'm airing out my dirty laundry, literally sometimes. But anyways, lock your brake, rock up, right? Lock the other side. Ideally you want to lock both, but then rock the other side up. And then basically as you go, you're going to rock up those stairs. Same process going down, same basic thing is just lock your brakes, and then you kind of get an idea. But anyways, hope this video out there helps some people who are looking for a rollator that, you know, there is an out-of-pocket expense. I would say it's affordable. It's very well built. As mentioned before, I think the design of the aluminum helps with the strength and durability. I feel like all of these plastic parts are like a good quality ABS plastic. The brakes are already tuned, right? So the wheels spin when your hands are off the brakes, the wheels will spin. But you need to apply the brakes to get the wheels to lock. Does that make sense? And only the rear two are the ones that lock. These are kind of free and they can do whatever they want to do. Anyways, link to this and this company will be down there below in the description, so make sure to check that out. I'm the old Coot, and I will catch you all on the next exciting video.